What is up, guys? I want to give you guys some gameplay with the deck list I posted yesterday showcasing the Dark Magician deck. So if you have any questions about the deck list, watch that video. But we're gonna hop in straight into the replays. But before I go into the replays, I am thinking about tweaking the deck a little bit. I am thinking about also adding two forbidden droplets, but I am not sure what to cut for it. So if you guys have any recommendations, feel free to reach out in the comments what to cut for the two droplets. Let's head into the replays. Let's go. Okay, so let's head into the first replay. This replay is basically showcasing you guys the ideal scenario when going first, when everything goes right, and also like the order at which you want to do things. You always want to use Fusion Destiny last because it actually gives you a handicap. But yeah, let's head into the first duel that I want to show you guys. And I want to show you guys how everything should work in an ideal world. This is not something that's going to happen every game. So you combo the Soul Servant with the Chicken Game. So you can get a Magician Soul. Magician Soul, get the Magician Soul on the field, get a Dark Magician in the grave, and then you can also draw with the Chicken Game by discarding it with using Magician Soul. This is very standard Dark Magician play, but now is when it's gonna be less standard. So basically I used Magician Soul to draw with Magician Salvation because I don't have a Dark Magician Girl anyway, so this is just a free draw. What I could do is discard the Poly and the Magician Salvation because the Super Poly is just worse when going first, sorry. But I could also keep it. It's just a choice I have to make depending on the cards that my Dark Magician Circle showed me. So for example, if there's two cards I really want from Dark Magician Circle, I will discard the Super Poly, but if I don't know, I'm just gonna discard the Magician Salvation. So I'm just gonna discard the Magician Salvation because I didn't know. Now I'm gonna go into Crowley. Use Crowley's effect to get my 3 spellbook cards. Your opponent chooses one. I got the perfect one. Use Spellbook of Secrets. Mill 1 card from the deck. Get my Spellbook of Knowledge. Draw 2 cards. Amazing. And now, like the last thing you want to do in this duel on your turn is use your Fusion Destiny, because you don't want to give yourself a handicap. And also, put your DPE or Destroy Phoenix Enforcer in defense mode, because if he uses something like Lightning Storm, he won't be affected. And 9 times out of 10, you're gonna use it to kill itself anyway. Now, I also use a Secret Village of the Spellcaster, and I am gonna turn my toggle on, instantly summoning a Dark Magician, not using the Dark Magical Circle, so my opponent cannot use any spell cards. So there we go. He uses Maxx, which is absolutely fine. I don't think I even call by... No, I can't even call by the grave. But I wouldn't even call by the grave this, because just 1 card draw is like... It doesn't mean anything. And right now, my opponent is just completely cucked. I have a call by the grave if he wants to do any graveyard effects. If he wants to do any weird shenanigans, I can use Super Poly. And he can use any spells because of Dark Magician on the field with Secrets of Villages Spellcasters. And if everything goes wrong, I still have my DPE to destroy whatever is on the field. So my opponent tries to summon his Girsu. I just... combo my DPE to it and he surrenders. So this is the ideal scenario. Now let's head into the second duel where things go a little bit differently. So this game we're going second, and second is always worse with this deck. That's why I'm thinking of adding actually 2 droplets as well, just to help with that. So my opponent's just gonna speed up his turn. But you'll see he's gonna end up with a pretty powerful board. You're gonna see what we're gonna do. There we go. Playing against Dark Lords. Yeah, there we go. Now I am lucky and I get my Super Poly. I can use my Starving Venom, but now the problem is he can actually get his cards back on the field. But the great thing about Super Poly is it's not that you can only use it when you have it in your hand. You can also use it when you have Verta Anaconda. But this card is also very strong. Like, this card's secondary effect is super strong, as you will see right now. I attack in, and basically this says, destroy all your opponent's special summoned monsters when this card gets destroyed. These are all special summoned. So they are all gone. And now, I have, like, if I would have a Dark Magician in the graveyard, it would be perfect, but I don't. So I just need to stall for now, but I just cleared my opponent's entire board, so I'm fine for now. I really want to stop his Twin Twisters, because this is basically my follow-up. All I need is one Magician's Soul, and I win this game. So basically, because we destroyed each other's entire turn, we are just passing. I get my Magician's Soul. Together with my Secret Villager Spellcaster. He tries to banish my Dark Magician with a Call by the Grave, but I actually chain my Eternal Soul to it, so I can summon it anyways and not even use the Magician's Soul's effect. Now I banish. I can draw, and this is my complete follow-up. Now I can even go into Crowley. And I do get unlucky because my opponent does pick the spellbook Magician and Prophecy, and because I already used my normal summon, I can't use it. So this is probably the worst one to get. So yeah, right now my opponent is completely doomed. But that's just the power of Super Poly. And also using the monster's effects to its fullest. Fusion Destiny. So you don't need DPE to win every game. Like, Super Poly is also very, very strong. And the Dark Magician is just like your basic follow-up. Okay, so this next duel, I just want to showcase you how to go second and all the different options that you have. So I'm going to speed up my opponent's turn because he's going to have like a half an hour turn that we're used to right now. Because I don't have any cards in my hand. And he's going to basically build an unbreakable board to start the game. And I'm gonna showcase you how to break it. My opponent keeps going. And people who have played against this deck know what I'm talking about. This just lasts forever, where even against the Bear and the Fleur. Like, this guy is comboing for half an hour, playing with himself. And I'm gonna show you guys how to break it. Okay, one more boss monster, come on. It's not enough yet. Okay, okay. There we go. And that is my opponent's turn. So a lot of you guys would probably scoop here, including myself, if I didn't play this deck. This is basically an unbreakable board. Like, you have Omni Negate, you have a Spell Negate, you have Monster Negate. So, but the thing is, we have a lot of, like, draw power that isn't worth negating. Like Upstart Goblin and Chicken Game. Most people, if they have, like, a monster that can negate one spell or trap per turn, they won't negate the Upstart or the or the Chicken Game because they're afraid of Lightning Storm. So I can use a Terraforming to get a Chicken Game, use Upstart Goblin. If I draw Soul Servant, and right now I'm not chaining my Upstart Goblin to my Soul Servant, as you can see, because there's only one card that I want, and that's Super Poly. That's the only card I want right now. So I'm not trying to get like Dark Magical Circle. No, I want Super Poly. And I know if I get Dark Magical Circle, he's gonna negate it. So I'm gonna special summon Magician's Soul, use Magician's Rod, because I know this is something worth negating. He's gonna negate this. So he negates my Magician's Rod. And it's gone. Now I can actually use Soul Servant, but he's gonna negate that. So this is worth negating for him because I can choose a card that I want. That's why he's negating this. Little does he know that I have a Fusion Destiny in my hand, of course. So this gets negated, but I can still draw. Like, this is my plan all along. I just want to draw. So I draw. And I get rewarded, I get a Super Poly. After drawing 11 cards from my deck. So I link off his Baron the Fleur, which is an Omni Negate, very important. And one of his other boss monsters that I could actually use for the Super Poly. Now, there's a lot more that we can do. Like, I draw, obviously, first. He's gonna negate it. This is meaningless. This is just trying to bait something else out. But this could be something important, like, once in a while to make it dark. But basically, right now, I can link into Verte Anaconda. And, like, this is so powerful, guys. This is so powerful. Just, like, basically, listen up. Anaconda's first effect is you can make a monster on the field dark. So that means if this card wasn't dark already, I could make it dark and then use a second effect is use Super Poly and fuse it off. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use Super Poly again with Anaconda and I'm going to use my Starving Venom Dragon. And my follow-up would be the Fusion Destiny, but my opponent just surrenders. And that's how you break boards with this deck. Let's go into the last duel. Okay, so let's head into the last duel. And this duel, I'm actually gonna play against the Sky Striker. So I'm gonna go into my turn. He cooks my the Magician's Rod. I go in my upstarts. I use my Fusion Destiny. Summon my DPE, and that's basically my turn. So this is not a bad turn. Like, it's not a complete brick turn, but it's not the turn that I showed like in the first duel where you completely pop off. I try to negate his Sky Striker Ace, but he has Monster Reborn in his hand. Now I destroyed Hayate because I'm already kind of low HP, so I don't want him to attack it. Summons Kagari. Destroys his Kagari so he can use his other spells. Like, I actually thought he was gonna use his Link Summon now, but he didn't go into that. And now I put a Magician's Soul on top of my deck. But this is where like the actual good plays happen. So basically what I do is I special summon my Magician's Soul. And I special summon my Destiny Hero Dasher using the effect of my DPE that's already in the banish pile. Now I try to draw with Magicalized Fusion. But he has another Ash Blossom. But this is great for us. Because these Destiny Heroes actually have special effects. So this one helps you a special summon. And the Celestial actually draws you 2 cards when you have no cards in your hand. The turn after you put it in the graveyard. So first we're gonna... I actually need Dasher in the graveyard. So first we're gonna go into a Verte Anaconda. And this is also why I didn't want him to swing into me. Because I'm already very low and I need to use my Anaconda. Now we draw 2 with Celestial. I actually draw my Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, which allows me to draw 3 more cards. Use my Spellbook of Knowledge, draw 2 cards. Just a Salvation. And now actually, okay, look, this is what I meant. I can make this Dogmatica Maximus dark, and now I'm gonna use Super Poly to just link it off. And now the Super Poly is just gonna completely cuck him. So that's why I think Super Poly is actually a must in this Dark Magician deck. If you look at this, how strong it is. Like, there's so many ways to use a Super Poly. And like, Anaconda is so strong with the fusion as well for the hero cards as well. I Call by the Grave, his Sky Striker, annoying card. Like, this is such an annoying card, Ray. You always want to Call by the Grave this. I'm actually a really big fan of the new animations, though. They did a good job. But yeah, this is basically over. If you look at this, he had a very strong turn for a while, and it looked like we're in the back foot. But because this deck has so many new draw mechanics and new options, it's impossible for him to come back. I even summoned Baron the Fleur, and it's completely over. I don't even think he has a play. No, he just surrenders. So yeah, this deck, these are just a few duels on my way to Diamond that I wanted to showcase you guys, helping you. If you have any more questions about the deck, feel free to reach out in the comments. I will be replying to all of them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm actually enjoying the game again. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Wait, what's his name? I'm like, what'd he say, bitch? I don't